2 weeks ago on Evalthon.
If everybody's ready, what I'm going to do is get straight into it,
Ooh,
and then hopefully we will get the recap done pretty sharpish in the actual session.
That's fine.
nice.
So after last session, I think we ended with the heroes bar Sam returning to. Let me get this name right.
Thumbs deep.
Shut your face.
Dwarven Sanctuary number 7.
Northjal Kranthoth. And as the party arrived there with a number of dwarfs, including a handful of dwarven children, you are allowed to pass without challenge. And as you're walking through the entrance, Sam is going to be there to greet you.
Hi.
Hi, Sam. Where you been?
I'm not entirely sure. It's all kind of hazy. Must have been fun.
You missed good time.
You were partying with Anthem. He was showing you around the dwelling this place. So
We were having a right rager.
Sounds like we missed out.
I mean, as well as like drinking and stuff, I've been doing a little bit of studying because you got to keep it balanced, and chatting with our friend Simeon as well, keeping him up to date on what's been going on. So,
Who's Simeon?
oh yes, so
It is a normal reward.
Craig does. Hector does know Simeon.
Does he?
Yeah, Simeon was the guy
Is that who sent him?
who sent you to find Bob and ask Bob to return back to him for
Who's Bob?
reasons.
Rob,
You met Bob as well.
I don't know who Bob is.
Rachel? Robert?
Ah, Simeon. Yes. How is he?
yeah, he's the same,
Imp-like.
hitting the books as always, giving me a little bit of insight and just how to deal with Norbane and that other fellow, Oxlane, Oxthing. I did have his name down.
Onyx Stone.
I don't have anything written down.
I did, but
I haven't taken a note in 18 months.
I was going to say we all get
I've actually started taking notes again. I just don't have that particular name.
Last session we were trying to remember people's names. It's like Cat's not here. She takes all the notes.
I mean, you say that. I don't take all the notes. I'm definitely not as good as you guys. The place it is, the app magic is updating as we speak, so I just need to wait while the magic refreshes itself.
Is that what you call it?
Do you need to take a? Do you need to have a sit down, Sam, and ritual? Have a ritual, you know.
I mean, my refractory period is not this long. This is definitely other magic involved. Oh, where are we? Where are we? So many messages.
So many men.
Dorasil. Oxyhide?
Onyx, is it?
Oxenhide.
Oh, we were never getting that.
Dorasil.
Duracell.
Dorasil. It's like Clearasil, but
Duracell.
clearer.
Duracell.
Dorasil.
Duracell.
Open this off the door. And you say you're not Scottish.
Right. So who's Doricel?
Dorasil's the guy who reluctantly
Duracell,
let
is
us
that rabbit?
through.
Oh, the king's aide
That's
advisor.
right. Yeah, I need to find him and just have a bit of a chat. Simeon knows
Oh,
him.
that's
so-
the guy that met us at the door.
Yes, that's the one.
That's the name we ignored all last week.
Yes.
You go and find brackets insert name here.
It worked in a bind.
So, yeah.
That's his name in the common tongue.
So I've just been kind of just chatting with him, trying to see if there's any way we can get through to the High King. Turns out he's actually quite well. No, it's not. It's not high. It's Dorisil that's a straight edge. I need to figure out if the High King, maybe does like getting high. Maybe that's why he's called the High King. I don't know.
Maybe a bit softer with us now. We've saved this family of dwarves.
Maybe with you lads. You don't like me too much.
Well,
I think Bogwood should do the talking. He seemed to like Bogwood.
He did.
so what were you guys up to then?
Just pissing people off, taking names, just the usual.
Anything productive?
I mean, Bogrod's got a part-time job.
Oh.
Greg was chatting up a little minor.
Greg has girlfriend. She just does not know it yet.
Sorry, Greg has got what now?
Greg has girlfriend. She does not know it yet.
Sam's going to walk.
Dolian phrased it as Greg was chatting up a minor.
Well, she is a dwarf minor. It's just
She works in mine. She's
wo-
not underage. Greg's not
A minor, not a minor.
yes.
I will walk up to Greg, put my arm around his shoulder and be like, "Oh, Greg, we need to talk."
No, it's okay. My parents talk to me about birds and bees.
There's so much more than birds and bees.
God, I would love Greg to go into detail of what his mum taught, what his parents taught about the birds and the
Leave
bees,
it with
because
me and I'll message something when I come up with something absolutely ridiculous.
it will be fantastic.
Oh.
So very exciting. What's her name? I mean, I'm assuming you said her. Can't tell.
I assume it's her as well.
That's
Never
good
be
to
too
know.
sure. Her name is Chaos. Chaos Rock.
Oh.
And I can't find my notes to tell you anything else about her.
That's
Greg
cool.
made her pretty clothes.
He did.
Glad to hear it.
No, that's not.
I didn't write down any of the names I gave you last time. I was hoping you'd remember them.
No, that's.
Storm.
I spoke to Njord. I remembered his name.
Yeah. Every time we have a session, I take notes, but I always write it in different notebooks, and now I have no idea where they are.
Well, a good friend of me got me this notepad that I now use for D&D.
Trouble is, she didn't get herself one.
I did.
Oh.
No, I did. I've just got like one for each campaign, but then I write my notes on scribbly bits of paper and copy them into the notebooks because I'm weird like that. And
Can I recommend post-it notes?
yeah, well, I'm
Then
on
you can stick them in.
folders. I'm on folders at the minute with everything in them. We're literally on a folder each.
Oh, that's amazing.
Awesome. This is the stationary chat part of D&D.
I love that my setup is a laptop, some beer, and a pizza. Everybody else has got like a load of fucking booklets and fucking folders.
Oh.
I do
So,
have a Vanguard one.
Love it.
so anyway, sounds like last you guys were having a riot.
I think Dolian nearly caused one.
Well, it's not my fault they can't keep track of me.
I mean, did you at least put out any fires that you started, Dolian?
I went back.
Through the window.
Yeah, I kind of sorted it out.
Nobody puts out when you're not around, Sam.
That's good to know. So yes, Dolian, do we need to like? Do we need to smooth anything over? Have you upset anyone? Did you steal anything? Should you put it back, or are we going to have to sort out consequences again?
Oh no! I just snuck off to the guild. That was all.
I'll take
I
your
think he
word
got
for it.
bombed
But...
in the end.
Oh,
It's what?
Did he not get conned in the end?
Tongued.
Con.
They not
Conned.
get, Did you not get?
Oh yes, I have a new deck.
You have a new
That was-
dick.
Yeah.
A new
Deck.
dick. I
Deck.
mean,
D-E-C-K.
Dolian. A, I have so many questions. One, what was it like before that you needed to trade it? Two, what did it cost? And three, what does it look like now? Then,
These
Extendable
questions
pole.
I really want answer to.
I love that Scott was straight in.
or did you just gain an extra? Because that would definitely come in useful.
Well,
Do tell more.
they don't got, when your nickname's Klingon, so I'll let you.
There's definitely a joke in there involving an immovable rod. But...
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, after this chat, I'm tempted to call him Two Dick Dolian from now on.
And would he know what to do with either of them? That's the question.
No.
Sam will put an arm around Dolly and be like, maybe we need to have a talk as well at some point.
I'll leave you for now, Sam. I'll leave it for now.
Amazing. So, say that again. So, you got a what?
A deck. A deck of cards.
A deck of cards.
It doesn't sound any fucking different.
I'm sorry.
He's really trying to say.
I
deck.
mean, I don't mean to be racist, but your tiefling accent sometimes is a little strong.
Yeah, I've just been around my family today, so it will be. It will be slightly stronger than normal, and I probably will use words that you have never heard me use before.
Amazing.
Please and thank you.
Cheeky.
Good luck.
Crit.
Sorry.
I will show
sorry.
you a crit.
No, you won't.
I was close to one, though. No, it wasn't.
I mean,
No, it wasn't.
I will say, chaps, that you.
No, it
all-
wasn't it.
I will say, and I'm going to look at each of you and say, you do look slightly different. Like you've got a little more pep in your stride, a little bit more power.
Grezreg can now say words like discombobulation.
That's incredible. Do you know what it means?
Maybe on the next gen.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. But you all look slightly more powerful, like you've reached a different level.
Yes, I am slightly better at things I was bad at.
Oh, that's good to know. Like hitting things? Not getting
Never
caught?
had a pro- that's the problem. That's the one.
Ah. Intriguing.
So what do we do now?
That's a
Are
very
we off to meet Duracell, or are we off to see the king, or
Uh,
have we got a plan to leave?
I go get my belt back.
Computer says
Where-
no.
Making your
Where did
way
you-
to the blacksmiths if you wish.
Whilst all of this conversing was going on, Bogrud went to the blacksmith as if he had free movement, and I've gone to go get my belt back.
Ah, I was going to say, did Bogwood leave his clothes somewhere?
Technically, a belt is an item of clothing, so yes.
When
he was getting-
you when you get there, Bogwood, you'll see the blacksmith whose name we both don't know.
Oh, 100%. We definitely remember their name. Yeah, we
No,
definitely
and,
remember their name.
Battle nail. I have that. Dwarf smith.
You see him, and he is still working on the belt, and he will. Hi, Bogwood. You coming to do another shift?
Depends. Does another shift get me an extra point?
Well, it's just that I won't have this ready for you till the morning.
I can wait till morning. I assume there'll be no fights between now and then.
It depends what you get up to.
I'll put a shift in. Bogward will put a shift in. Bogward will put a shift in. Do you want some smithing tools? Just
Let's just get
for
a
efficacy?
ridiculous. Let's just start your roll off with something like a 33 or something.
It's not as ridiculous without the belt because I
Oh.
lose some of my strength bonus. But it's only now. It's now only plus 14. So
Sam gets out a tiny loot. Oh, it's only a 34.
Wah, wah.
it's.
I mean, I did predict a 33, so.
This
So
is going to be the
Bogwood,
most well-armed dwarven army ever.
Bodwood gets to work on a anvil, just heating up some metal and moving it like a fucking power hammer. He is moving steel, and again, the sound is echoing through. All the apprentices are kind of watching, trying to take notes of how Bogwood is working the steel and smithing, and yeah, it's a very, very impressive show of skill.
Awesome.
And he will just say to Bogwood, "How did you get so good at this, you bastard?"
Much practice and pocket travel anvil.
What's a pocket travel anvil? I've never heard of one of those before.
I show him the pocket travel anvil.
It sounds like something you've just made up.
It's just a regular anvil that I have in the bag of holding.
I mean, that would have made sense from the beginning, wouldn't it?
It would, but it's not as flavorful as just like
No.
a little thing that goes when I pull it out of my pocket. But yeah, let's retcon it then. It's not a pocket travel anvil. It's just an anvil he carries around in the bag of holding.
Now, when you open the bag of holding, I mean, what's it like in there? Is it arms soup in there now?
Oh, it would be very, very small.
What did we not do with that? A couple of months ago.
It's still in there.
Is Bernie still in there?
Oh,
Does Craig
No,
know what that is?
Parts of him.
No.
no. Did Bernie not get destroyed at the last IRL because we used them as a trap finder?
I think so.
Yeah, but didn't I get a new one?
Oh,
Yeah.
And wasn't this one dragonborn? So it made more sense that it was Bernie because
Yeah.
it was a fire-breathing dragonborn.
I will let you explain.
Definitely
to
heard that
Craig.
name before.
So, Bogwood and Greg in the first IRL decided to use a corpse that a person they killed, used the corpse to find traps by Bogwood throwing him while on a rope and then dragging him back to himself.
No, that was a wizard's tower where Sam was chased with a mimic.
That's where we
Bogwood-
got the original Bernie.
Yeah, that was the original.
That was where
one.
we got Bernie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the coat of many arms that I had in the
Session
original
one.
session.
That was fucking
Yeah.
chaos.
But Bogard had a coat of arms. It's like it's in like a coat of arms, but it's literally a coat made of arms.
And he was adding extra arms to it when he killed victims.
Yeah, when
Bogard's
I
got,
killed
like,
things, I was just like attaching arms to it, and it became the coat of many arms.
Do you remember when Bogard used to play golf with his enemies' heads?
I think he did that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Bogard's got less dark as we've progressed.
Yeah, he just punches his fist straight through things' faces. I mean, that's loving,
It's-
isn't it? That's kind.
It's less brutal. It's less evil.
I mean, session one was hilarious. Bogrud was sneaking around and breaking people's necks as opposed to actually getting into fights. It was all Hitman.
And what was also
And
special
accidentally punched Sam unconscious.
to drop me to 0 with like one punch.
Nat one just,
Yeah.
just completely knocked Sam out cold.
Jeez.
Back to now.
Drowned somebody
What
in
are
soup,
we
threw some
doing?
people in a grinder. That was fun.
It's grim.
Oh. But
Also,
back in the room, let's get carried on. So Bogwood, you're in the blacksmith, smithing like a legend.
Yep.
The rest of you are still conversing, catching up with stories. Sam was spending time with Anthem, who's not currently with Sam, which will please most of you. And the party were just returning from saving a clan of dwarves who were supposed to be here, but had been held up and were being attacked by a group of Rage Fist orcs.
Cool.
So, but yes, so as you guys are all conversing, I will say that insert name later turns up.
canon name now.
And we'll see the rest of the party. Obviously, no Bogwood, and be like, you was able to rescue them, I see.
Yes, no trouble.
This will certainly go down well with Nobaim. He will be relieved that more of his kind have been saved and are now safely in this sanctuary.
I found my notes.
Well done, Greg. I didn't know you was making notes.
So is this Dorasil or a different character from last time?
This is Doracel.
Amazing.
Any more news from Simeon?
Yes.
Sam, I know you wrote to him when you first got here.
I was just about to say that, sorry I didn't kind of help out with that little interlude. I was busy getting my my brother acquainted and catching up with Simeon. I understand you're old friends, so yeah, I was just bringing him up to speed on things, letting him know where we are and kind of how the battle's raging across the realm, etc. And
Yes.
I think it's very important that we need to speak to Norbane. I mean, you can see now that we are a band of heroes. And what does Evalthon need? It needs a hero. So, do you think Norbane would be interested in joining the fight?
Well, I mean, beg my pardon, but a single victory, as far as Norbane knows for certain, does not really would class you as heroes. It would class you as people who have gone out and done a good deed.
Now, you must admit
I mean,
that we all carry the weapons of the heroes of old, although rumour has
so
it.
I'm seeing three heroes at the moment and a dwarf.
That's right. I mean,
Is that what you're telling me?
yeah. Although it seems to have come to light as well that there is a forgotten hero who was initially missing from our information, who carries another weapon that would make our set complete, as it were.
Another weapon, you say? I mean, I spoke, Simeon, Ogwal. We had spoken at length about the heroes and the age long ago. I can't fathom that there was another. I mean, we knew about the 5. You're saying there was a 6th?
There was a 6th. We found a very interesting book in some ruins, and old Bob had it for a while, but I've been brushing up on the old research in between other activities. Simeon, the hero himself that he is, hit the books, and turns out...
Sounds like Simeon.
Yeah, there was another hero, now, you must forgive me, my pronunciation of Dragonboard isn't that great. Thaix Emberscale. Thaxic. He was a Dragonborn from Ostrong.
Would make sense. I mean, all of the generals were leaders from their own region, so it would make sense that that maybe one from Ostrong was there.
And Sam will kind of look at the scroll that he was conversing with Simi about and be like, "Excuse me, now which one was it? Let's see. Now, what weapon was it?"
Just to remind you, the way the quill works is as you finish
It's
the
gone.
writing, yeah, the writing disappears, turns into sort of magical sort of mist that ascends and kind of vanishes from view. So there wouldn't be anything left written unless Sam had then written it in another book, which he would have been able to do if he wished.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would do, because I'm trying to take notes of all these things, except I didn't take note of the conversation afterwards in that same place, because, like Greg, I've taken to writing things in many places at the moment. So, yeah, there was a very interesting Apparently, it's a new weapon.
I mean,
What
and
sort of
he
weapon?
looks towards Hecknom and is like, you do kind of look like the odd one out. I mean, it would be fitting for you to also carry such a weapon. I mean, not
I
only
remember now.
to not only to help your friends out with, but also maybe to be a beacon for dwarven kind.
And
Oh,
from what my memory and Simi and I were chatting about, it was a morning star and shield. A glowing shield, apparently, so even more of a beacon of hope to bring hope to this wonderful beleaguered nation and realm. And apparently it's saved in somewhere. Now, I must admit, my dwarven geography isn't that great. Somewhere called Aldazana? Aldazana, does that ring any bells?
It does. I mean, getting admittance there would not be easy. It is sacred to the dwarfs, a shrine to one of the many gods we pray to.
And what direction would it be in? Just out of curiosity.
So, as you were heading here, did you happen to see a ridiculously large mountain that had steam coming out of the top? Shall we call it a volcano?
I was about to say we call it Bogrod.
He is a mountain indeed.
And he is hot stuff too.
But yes, I mean, no one really enters there now. It is a shrine where dwarfs go, and you know, a pilgrimage to the gates to the door, and maybe say a little prayer, leave a little gift to the gods. But yes, nobody has been in there for years.
Well, maybe now
which
is the
god
time.
is it that he prayed to there?
It is. I did write it down. It is Thamikel. He's the god of forge, fire, and warfare.
Can you spell that?
THARMEKHU with the little
Umlaut?
upward arrow above it,
Mm-hmm.
sort of thing, and an L at the end. Yes.
Did you headbutt a keyboard? Wow.
Thamikel. No, he is a god from D&D deity lists, from dwarven gods.
Cool.
The only bit of raw we have, only bit of actual D&D official published things we've actually used probably. Apart from Yard, they're just the gods.
Yeah.
You will need permission from Norbane to enter there. I don't think it will be easy to convince him. I will go speak to him myself, see if I can sway him to help us and listen to your requests. Feel free to do as you wish. I mean, all of you, well, almost all of you, are free to wander the city chaperoneless after your deeds. And he just kind of looks towards Dolian. I think still you need to be watched. You have not gained much trust and favour with us yet.
Understandable. You lose your chaperone once and they never let you forget it.
I know,
No,
it's
but,
like the fact that he burned down village.
Exactly.
You burned down a village. I mean,
He got a new spell. He didn't know what it did. Long story short, we paid for we had the consequences. We dealt with them. It was an accident. It's not happened since.
It was a long, long, long time ago and not worth going over now in these circumstances, maybe.
let's hope when people retell the stories of the so-called heroes of Evalthon, as you call yourselves, That chapter is forgotten about because I don't think it'll shower you in glory.
It's not
I,
glory
I, I,
with
wo- I won't mention that to Narbane.
It's best not to.
But yes, feel free, and I will come and call for you, collect you, or send for you when the king is ready to see you.
To a bar, I
You do
reckon.
have
Is there a bar we can go to?
Now you're talking my language.
not a bar as in like in a tavern where people would be celebrating, partying, normal sort of taverny thing, but there would be a place you could go get a drink. But again, it's not a
Was where
lively, happening place.
was where Dolian had a piss not the
Yep.
closest thing you'd got to a bar?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have waste functions to deal with, Dolian. Please tell me that this wasn't specifically memorable for how,
No.
where, and why that you did this piss.
No, I shook off my chaperone and by going to the toilet and jumping out the window. He
Oh.
didn't take it kindly.
Oh, so as you were shaking off your chaperone, you shook off your chaperone. I see.
Oh yes.
Okay.
But yeah, you go back to the place where Dolian escaped his chaperone, and as you approach, you see a couple of guards move towards the windows as you go in there. Dolian's chaperone waits outside, but you can see all exits seem to be covered as Dolian walks in.
Would Dolian notice this happening as we're walking?
I would imagine as a rogue, seeing guards would be one of the things you kind of notice as you're walking around. So I would say you notice.
That's fine. I'm just going to go, lads, chill. I'm not going to do it twice in the same place. What do you think I am? An amateur?
Yes, you absolutely.
They don't respond. They just look sternly at you. But yeah, you guys could go in and you start. You order a couple of ales. A little bit of time passes, and I'll say that you are all summoned to the what do you call it? It's not necessarily a castle or anything. It's where you've met Norbane before. His sort of like room of operations where he's trying to
The war
plan,
room.
work out what's going on. Essentially, yes, I guess it is. So somebody will come to the blacksmiths because they all know Bogwood's there because it sounds like lightning and a thunder is striking every time he's critting with his smith tools. I mean, roll another one just for fun while you've been working there.
Back crits.
Well, that's what Scott wants. He wants you to waste them early.
No, not quite back-to-back crits, but still pretty good.
Still very, very good, yeah. So
He
in the
he
few
tires
hours,
a little the more he goes on.
after a few hours of doing it, I mean, I'll say Bogwood's been able to, fully forge a short sword and is currently working on an axe, and he's been very productive. He's with those skills there. He's doing like 2 or 3 days work in a day. Very, very good smithing. But yeah, you're all summoned to the war room as such. As you approach, Joe still stands there. He's there to welcome you and says, as always, Norbane, he's not in a cheerful mood. It comes as no surprise. But he has agreed to listen to you. And he will open the doors. And as he does, he bows. King Norbane, these the heroes of Evalthon, as you were summoned, they're here.
Okay.
Walking in. Have a nice bow.
Yep, I theatrically bow, because if Sam's going to do something, he's going to fucking do it. Full take the knee, bow.
Dolian walks in, struts in, full confidence, goes, "All right, King."
Ezra curtsies with his kilt.
What a menagerie of people.
I was going to do something awful then, and I was going to get Sam's hat to say something as he was doing his big bow, but I thought I'd better not.
I did see the look on your face. I was like, that looks like mischief. I mean,
Yeah, but you haven't used the hat for a while, Poppy, so I won't bring it up right this second. But yeah, so very, very busy. What do you want? I understand you've saved some dwarfs, brought them to safety. I thank you for that. You've been productive helping us build weapons, Bogwood.
He'll just give a thumbs up. But you got told off for talking a little bit too much.
I mean, Sam is kind
Ever
of
respectful.
Sam is looking around, kind of like, if not anyone else is gonna do this, then it's Sam time. Is Anthem around?
No. Anthem hasn't been summoned. It's just the heroes.
Just making sure Anthem's not sung his own song first.
I mean, we don't know if he has or not.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so how busy is Norbane? I mean, he obviously looks incredibly busy.
He looks like he hasn't slept well for a long time. Maybe not the most well groomed as you would expect a king. He's wearing worn and like battered armor, and he seems to be dressed. Every time you see him, he seems to be in some form of armor, if not full chain and everything or full plate. He's at least wearing like leather armor and that. But yeah, he summoned you here, so he currently is giving you his attention. He's not busy over parchment and papers. He's giving you the chance to address him.
Okay, so Sam will take a deep breath and lay it all out. As I've said before, we are heroes. We have gone through the trial of the heroes of ancient, and most of us carry the weapons of the heroes of old. Flashes lullaby a little bit. We are on a mission to save this realm from Bane, a name I know that you're familiar with, and
Yes.
we need your assistance. We will work in your name and defend this realm. We will do this regardless. Without your help, it will be nigh on impossible. But we will carry on. But your help would be appreciated. Your blessing would be appreciated. There is another hero of old, one forgotten to the tomes that we had, and now the newest member of our party, looks straight at Heknom, also needs his own weapon, a weapon belonging to the last hero of old, which I understand is in a sacred place of the dwarves. With your blessing, we could respectfully, looks at Dolian, retrieve it, which will add to our power, which will add to the success we will have over Bane, restoring the realm quite rightfully under your rule to peace.
Roll me a persuasion just to see how well. Unless you're lying and you would like to roll a deception, you
No.
can decide. He seemed to be listening very intently, trying to absorb as much of this information as he could. Again, he seems to be a lot more focused on you this time rather than the first time you met, where he seemed to be busy planning and doing his own thing and kind of almost dismissed you out of hand. But you just respond. An interesting tale you weave there, Bard.
I mean, if you had the time, I would sing you the most wonderful song.
I don't.
Much the same, maybe we can pick that up afterwards and make it a successful joy at the celebration of ridding the realm of Bane.
I mean, removing Bane from Evalthon is a priority case. Do you have, any of you, have the means in which to speak to any of the other regions of Evalthon? Every messenger we have sent out has not returned. You have seen the way the lands have been plagued. Monsters, creatures, orcs, everywhere. We haven't been able to get a message through. Can any of you speak to anybody from the other houses?
I mean, I'm regularly in contact with a member of the Order, Simeon, from Albi. We have a member of our group, Bob, who is roaming the land,
he will
spreading the word.
Look curious at you at the Order, because the Order, as you have all been told, is secret, so they don't show themselves. So he'll be Order.
Yeah, what order?
Which order do you speak of?
I mean, that's what he told me. He said he's a very organised person, keeps everything in order. So that's what he refers to himself as.
Give me a deception. Let's see if it's a believable lie. He doesn't look 100% convinced, but he's willing to overlook that at the minute after the initial tale which you spun.
I mean, considering that Simeon has been, like, asking us to speak to Norbane, I was under the impression that he was in on this shit. I mean, that's Cat speaking, not Sam.
It was actually the Baron Highwind who asked you to come and speak to Norbane originally.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. Simeon is an advisor to the Baron of Alaby, who is the Highwind family, Sid's father, if you remember little Sid. So yeah, it was the Baron who asked you to come and speak to Norbane to raise the alarm of attacks on Evalthon is what he asked you to do.
I see.
No. But he will know Simeon though, so if you've said Simeon, can you get a message to Simeon?
Of course I can, as long as it's not too long. I'll have to write it in bits otherwise.
Well, can you get a message to the Baron?
Via Simeon, I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure if you can speak to Simeon, he will pass the message on. Any of you be able to speak to anybody else? Yes, Muscles.
I can get a
Speak,
message
Hawk.
to the gnomes.
Again, we can get a message to Gwenol as well. That would be very useful.
And this is where Dolian is going to pipe up, and I don't think it's going to go well. But like, well, King, if you trusted your guild, I'm sure they could get a message out.
You're asking me to trust the untrustworthy.
I don't only untrustworthy to a different perspective.
They lie, they steal, they take advantage of people. I mean, they are not people to be trusted. You have to accept that.
We're going to have to agree to disagree on that one, good old King. But I'm sure they would be of more use to you if you backed off them a little bit and gave them work, productive work.
I mean, if they wish to help in the mines or work in the smithy, then, I mean, by all means. I mean, what skills do they have apart from stealing lying and being deceitful. How will that help us here?
Well, we all of us in the business, we all have a connection to one another, and we can always get messages out here and there. So that seems to be able to solve a lot of your issues. If you just trusted in the untrustworthy, I'm sure they'd be able to surprise you.
You seem to know a lot about them. Does that mean you can get a message out to one of the other houses?
Possibly, but I don't know them I don't know them personally. But I'm sure the guild will have more contacts in this neck of the woods than I would.
I mean, if we can get word to Highwind and Gwenol, I'm sure if they have the ability, they will be able to pass messages on to the other houses.
Now, my memory is a little foggy. I'm still dealing with a hangover. I have some names. May I briefly converse with my colleagues?
At all means, go ahead.
Right. I've written some names down. In Zetok, there was the War Chief Gujat Todav. Did we actually speak to the War Chief?
Yes.
And I have for Ostrong, the ruler of Ostrong, but I don't think we spoke to the ruler.
While you're discussing that,
Yeah, so I've written names down.
While we're discussing that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run! Yeah, so I've written names down. So there's a ruler in Ostrong, but I don't think we spoke to them because shit went bad when people were on the boat. So I think we only dealt with Jasmila. But,
Yeah, she was part of the resistance.
Yeah, but I think we pissed her off as well because that's when the compound got attacked.
Ostrong's not saved, is it? Ostrong's
No.
still ruled by Bane and his people.
Yeah.
So we
Well,
can't. We could
not
maybe
me.
try and get some sort of word to the resistance if they're still alive,
Yeah.
but we don't realistically have any contacts that way.
No, I don't want to start throwing names around like stuff.
That's why I tried to approach it from the guild's point of view, because all rogues have a criminal contact.
Yeah, yeah.
In my mind, Bowling doesn't have any in
There's
this
Via.
place. Oh, there's Via, yeah, but we can all get messages to the gnomes. We can't get any. We've all got a contact with the gnomes, but we've not really got any contacts with anyone else.
How did we leave it with the orcs at Zetok?
Fine. Isn't Greg's sister there? Like,
Yeah,
Yes.
of course, and she's with one of the elders.
Yeah, so we can.
she's sort of half helping run what's left of the orc
So-
tribes.
If I could get a message to the guild and they're willing to work with us,
Yeah.
they could get one of their contacts to put that letter out
Mhm.
and send it to there.
Isn't Greg canonically constantly in contact with his sister?
Is it? Oh,
I know he was sending
Not
money.
Via
yeah.
like in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, she's under the wing of a member of the secret order. I've just not got written down what his name was.
Which would
Ogrel.
mean that
Ogrel.
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 Yeah.
Meaning that Simeon would be able to contact them and pass the messages on to Zetok.
Yeah.
And plus, if that's the secret order as well, they'll be able to get messages round other departments. Like a domino.
Wherever they've got some influence, yeah.
Yes.
And I believe it was them that sent us to Ostrong to meet up with Jasmila. So if she's still alive, they could get messages to her.
I mean, I've
I
also,
can message my gnomish girlfriend and get her to pass a message on to the gnomes.
I've got a
I
contact in
can
Albi
always
as
stay
well.
in contact with Norbane now. Now that I know Norbane, I can just cast spells to talk to him directly, and he can reply to them. Obviously, I haven't been on all the trips to know all the other people, but while we're
Really
traveling,
useful if this
I
guy
meet
was
new
with
people.
us before.
You met Simeon.
Yep.
yeah, so I can send messages to Simeon.
I mean, Butch was on travels. Last time we saw him, he was with a big. Was it with the cavalry?
Do we
saved us
have
in
a
that
line
trap?
on Santa? Do we
Ooh,
have a line on Santa?
Canonically, we've met
I mean-
Santa.
Because I mean, he can do the entire world in one night. So in theory,
So Santa's a bard.
I'm going to say, by that logic, it should be Sam's idol.
Yes. Right.
Okie dokie.
Huddle,
That's...
are we done with the group huddle?
I think so. Yes.
Brooke.
Thank you for that
Ready?
moment. We do have quite an array of names between us, spread across the realm, and those names have names. So we have quite a few contacts, ones that we can trust.
You tell us where you want messages, we can probably get messages there.
Gwenol
Yep, done.
to
Pull out
Highwind.
my sending stone and just text out a little message. Right. Gwenna will be aware.
The name I haven't got it in front of me, but the Ugrul, but he won't say Ugrul. Say the
War Chief.
War Chief's name.
Gurjat Todav.
Yes, him.
Look at me writing shit down.
And he will say another name to you, which is. Bear with me 1 second. Quinro Evenfond. Or Evanfond.
So, what's that last one?
Evan.
Quinro, so Quinro.
Yeah.
Evan, Evenfond. Everfond.
Smells
A message to him.
Who's that?
Not heard that name mentioned. Where are they
Elf.
from?
He
Sounds like an
was the ruler of the Elven lands.
Lochria?
Lochria. Lochria.
Lochria.
Yes. And then finally. Oh, should I
Look
do
at
it?
Graham tipping his head so not everybody gets a view of Kelly's tits.
And I'm gonna have some fun here and say to Jaywin, High Hill,
Is that Hloth? Hloth?
Halof, yes. Have
So-
you've met her too?
No. Jaywin High Hill.
High Hill.
Sounds like a
That
great
name rings a bell.
Does.
Hey,
mountain?
High
Is it
Hill
High
rings a
Hill?
bell.
That was Hailmin's surname. He was
Yeah.
a halfling.
It was, that's why.
So that's just for me to have a bit of fun bringing
Pour
his
one out
name
for
into
the
it.
OG team.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are places that we have not yet ventured to. We are but a small team, and this realm is very large.
How long have you been adventuring for? Saving
In canon,
Evalthon, as you put it.
about 8 weeks, I think. It's
been
long.
It's been months. It's been months. I would say it has been since you met met Highwind, and he's asked you to go to see High King Narbaim. I'm gonna say it's been a minimum of 12 months, if not.
I mean, we have met Santa.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of weeks, but it's felt like I don't know,
It's
8
felt like
months.
2 years.
But I'd say that Hecknom's been with you for a few weeks now. I mean, I'd say he's been traveling with you for at least 2-3 weeks, so you're getting quite familiar with each other.
I mean, not too familiar, though.
Not yet.
Okay.
Can you get messages to any of those?
I will
We
look
can
at it as-
try.
Personally, maybe not, but we know people who know people.
Who can you get messages to? Who can you tell that the dwarfs are ready to rally? Who will fight alongside me,
I know.
current ruler?
High Wind, Toe Jam. I already forgot the dwarf's
Gwenol.
name. So yeah, Gwenol, High Wind.
I mean, I'm not quite sure who Bob has been able to contact. But I'm sure he
Contact
has some
Bob.
contacts. Yes, he's a member of our party that's out on his
Oh,
own special mission.
Rob
Can-
or
Rob Bob.
Do you have the ability to speak to him and ask where he is?
I would
Now, but we can try.
not always, but he gets in touch sometimes.
I think I can
Somebody ring
contact him.
Callum.
If you
And
can
poss-
get word. Yes.
I was going to say, and importantly, I can now. I know you, Sir King. I can contact you.
How would you do so?
We can send a message
Okay. Well,
through the Thieves Guild.
New number, who dis?
If you send messages to those you said you can, then you will have proven yourselves to be heroes. If you have the trust of these people that I trust, friend of my friend is my friend.
Then it's a good job.
Right, friends?
It's a good job we went to get their trust first before coming to see you then.
I mean, if you have word from
Maybe,
the Baron...
maybe not, because then we'd have had his trust, and then they would have trusted us because he trusted us, and we'd have had his trust.
Potato, potato.
But if you can get word to these folk and let them know of what is happening and how we plan to rally, if we can get the armies of all to join together, I believe we will have the strength to take down Bane. He spits on the floor as he says his name.
Sam spits as well.
Looks at you weirdly.
Not what I would have thought of Sam, to be honest.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I'm
not usually.
disappointed.
Not usual. It's unusual for him.
But yeah, if you do this, then I may be able to grant you access to where you wish to go. But before you leave, may I have a look at these special weapons of which you, oh, most of you, and he kind of
Hecknon
nods
steps back.
towards, yeah, he nods towards Hecknom a little bit, just. But can I see these legendary weapons? I've never seen one before.
Sam mutters under his breath, I've definitely got a legendary weapon. But yes. He'll step forward and...
Dolion is a legendary weapon.
Don't you forget it, big man.
Sam will hold out Lullaby, but keep a possessive hand on it as well.
Well, he is asking to see all the weapons. He's never seen them before. He's looking, his eyes wide, and he's looking at them in awe. He appreciating the craftsmanship, and he does say, "I've never seen weapons like these before."
That's what they all say.
How many people have you been showing these weapons off to? That seems like a very stupid plan, if you wish to keep them.
Well, they don't... we may show these weapons to a lot of people, but they don't survive for long after.
Is normally the last thing they see.
It's a big crack of thunder and just go.
Well, Bogrodid is usually quite literally the last thing they see.
It makes sense for the weapon to be in our sacred place. I must say, these look... I would say they almost look dwarven made, but there's not been a smith of such ability in living memory. These are fantastic weapons. I believe it's only right that a dwarf should also carry a weapon crafted by dwarfs. Thus, once you confirm messages have been sent and received, I give you permission to go where you need.
Didn't know you were a poet.
Is
I
this?
did not know it.
Will Norbane provide like a seal or an emblem or a thingy so that we can show his permission?
A MacGuffin.
Yes. Rather than just go,
Chekhov, we
he
will-
said we could.
We will have to wait and see after you guys send the messages that you're going to send.
King, your kingness, is there a specific message that you wish to send? Is there a word of alarm, a code word that's been agreed throughout the ages, or a specific message?
Keyword would be that everyone would recognize is help.
Yes.
Yes, you help needed. Dwarfs ready to rally. Forces must be joined. You know,
That
if you
kind of
have to
stuff.
be brief. Yes.
Then we will do that. Should we do it now?
If you tell them to meet us, you say the capital had taken severe damage and was overrun by goblins.
Yeah, and all kinds of crazy shit. It's also a little bit on fire.
Have you- Have you come across anywhere safe through the Dwarven lands on your travels?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, here's a good place. There was
Safe,
They
that's
don't know where this
the
is.
island where we met.
there's a lovely island that we made safe.
I just look at Hegnon and go, that was not safe.
Well, it was. We made
It
it
was when we
safe.
left.
That was not safe.
Although they were coming from somewhere, so if we had a submarine, we could have investigated that, I suppose.
What about invisible?
I gave you a flying boat. I'm not giving you a submarine as well.
And let's face
I mean,
Sam's not
Veer
good
might-
underwater.
They might give me a
Yeah.
submarine.
Veer's got a submarine.
Yeah.
Crook can breathe underwater.
Don't do that.
So we're going back to Gromland.
Although maybe packing all of these famous heroes in a very small homemade submarine and sending it to the bottom of the ocean is not a great idea.
Not in good taste, is it?
Is it? Is it too soon?
Oh, it's never too soon.
Never too soon.
Rule
I mean, they
34.
weren't heroes.
No, let's
Tyrants,
face it,
if
they were
anything.
just rich.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, can you remember the name of the island? Which place is is safe?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Jwam.
If
Let me
Graham,
check my
if
notes.
Graham can get this right, I want to see if he can remember. I will reward the party handsomely.
All right.
Text him. There's no time limit on
Any
this
mem-
answer, is there, Scott?
A countdown clock's going.
I'm just having a good strong thing.
Yeah.
Juamgrod. Juamgrod.
Oh, you won't need pictures of that.
I've got it written on my leg.
Or I've got another one. We went to a lot of places.
Well, yeah, so the place you said is incorrect, so unfortunately the answer was incorrect, so no handsome reward. Have you got Ikgeth is the name of the island.
Oh, I've got Dwarven Village, Dramgrod. What's that from then?
That was Jamgrov. It was the was that where the second session meetup was? That the town where you learned of the ancient tomb or whatever it was, where you went
Possibly.
and met the lich and everything? I think that was that town.
See, I may
So,
write
it
things
was-
down, but I don't write the context.
It was the town. So that was the town before Ikgeth. So it was very close.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah,
I've
so
got it
you
down
tell him
twice.
obviously.
But I haven't taken notes in 18 months. There was no chance I was going to remember that.
I know, but I just thought you might get hit by some inspiration, be like,
Do you know what? As soon as I read it, I was like, fucking Damn it! I remember that because the entire every time you said it, it made me think of Mass Effect. Because the bad robots in that are called the Geth. So every time you said it, Geth, I'm like, it's like yucky Geth from Mass Effect. Ha 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 ha. In my own head, and I just hadn't got there in my head. Could you put me on the spot?
Sorry, but I didn't want somebody who had notes just to read it out. I just thought, see if it was if it was in anyone's memory.
I remember a surprising amount, considering I've not taken any notes.
And that
I
was,
know you do.
that's
I know.
Hecknom's village, isn't it? That island.
No,
that's
that's
just
just
where
where
we
you
met
met
him.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's just where we met him.
Crab Island is what I call it. What Dolan calls it.
Call it what?
Crab Island.
Crab Island. Not. I hadn't been hit for months, and then I got hit to 0 HP Island.
I mean, we all have different names for that island.
So yeah, so you say Igeth is safe. If you could tell them to meet us at Igeth in 1 week, that should give them enough time to rally troops and at least get a message. And
We can liaise with the shipbuilder that we made a contact with.
Dad?
Gendil.
yeah.
Gendil
Sorry, my
Stonegrip.
son has come to see me. Bear with me 1 second. I heard a child shout, "Dad!" It must be my son. No, he's not here.
Bye.
Oh, bless.
He's been so cute the last couple of days.
Well, which shipbuilder?
Gendil Stonegrip.
You haven't met her yet.
She's the one at the place we are now who could repair the ship.
Could have done, but it's been several days and no one has been to see her, and your ship is still out in
Yes.
the hidden where you hid it.
So just I had a random note there.
Yes, but no, yeah, you haven't tried to get the boat fixed yet.
Nope. Been in France. Okay.
Yes.
Completely forgot it was broken.
Too busy trying to make contacts.
Bogwood patched it up with the a boat sort of builder on Igeth.
On it, yeah. So as far as Bogger's concerned, he fixed it.
But you were told by the shipbuilder there it was a temporary fix, just to allow you to land on water for a limited period of time.
That's right. Are we out of the king's presence?
It depends. You can leave and send messages and do things that you wish to do and
What's
return.
the plan?
I think people are sending messages, aren't
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
I'm
going to be
sending
sending
lots
them
of
on-
messages.
But it's a paper message, so probably won't get there in time.
they? No.
I'm concocting spells.
FedEx it. Bogwood, is he having a little chat with Miss You? Thinking of you.
What are you wearing? She sends open bracket, full stop, close bracket, open bracket, full stop.
Very good.
Oh, I just love how we're all writing letters to the same region.
No, various different places. Cat's contacting Simeon,
And
who
Butch.
is and Butch.
Yep.
I believe the plan is for Simeon to then contact Ugruth or Ugrunk or Ugrung or whatever his name is,
Him.
to contact the orcs for us,
Yeah.
as well as Sid and Baron Highwind. I'm contacting the dwarven barmaid that I'm in a long distance relationship with, to get her to pass a message on to the gnomish leaders.
I'm contacting my sister,
Uh,
who is also going to inform the secret order.
How do you contact your sister?
It's a twin thing.
Greg's canonically younger baby sister, who is also now Greg's twin.
That's what Greg knows.
Yeah, younger sister is what I have in my notes.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah, no, yeah. I believe that females mature faster than males, therefore we are now the same age, so we must be twins.
I mean,
Same
Greg has pretty much aged backwards. He seems younger now than what he did. Less mature, but just for the fun, roll me a D100, Angela. If you roll 100, then there's a twin thing. If you don't roll 100 on a D100, then
Oh,
Do I get advantage? Nah.
again.
Okay,
Get closer.
Oh. Hold on. Did it?
well played, well played.
How long would it take? Like, this is me asking you, Scott.
Yep.
Would the guild be able to get a message out to other guild people?
That's what guilds do.
I'm asking because it's wartime. That's the.
I would say, I mean, where you currently are, there is one way in, one way out, and it is constantly manned. So it would be very difficult for them. Like they're there, kind of working the black market, shall we say, in this place. If you need something, and you know the wrong people, you can get what you want.
Yes.
But he wants a message sent out.
I mean, Scott, I will drive to Scunthorpe with her, and if you want to twat her personally, I will allow it.
No, I'll wait. I'll wait a couple of months.
Extra chilies in Angela's tea.
I'll just get on the punch bag just so my one punch powers maximized. No, I would never hit Angela. That was horrible.
I know.
Disappointing now.
I might just squeeze her too hard with a hug. But so you were all sending messages out, we say, and Bogwood will get a very nice, cute message back, asking if you're looking after yourself and if you're okay, and she says she will.
I should probably tell her about the time that I died.
She'll want to see you.
You get just a emoji back with just one tear.
It's like, well, did die, all fine now.
But yeah, she will promise to get a message to Gwenol. Can anybody remember the old member you met in the Gnome Lands?
Frillink.
Yeah. So,
he's the one that
these are all
teleported us
names
across
that
the islands and shit to get us to the other land, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that for no notes, motherfucker?
So she will say that she will either speak to Gwenol, or if she can't get to Gwenol, she will pass a message to Frillink, who will be able to get in touch with Gwenol. So that message will be getting passed on, and then you're also going to get several messages straight afterwards. Really upset about you dying.
She's a clingy one.
I mean, I did die.
The last message will be, make sure you come home to me, my love.
Left on red. No, I'm kidding.
Wow, negative inspiration.
I'm kidding.
For one roll now, I can impose disadvantage at my will for one roll.
No, he'll message back and say he'll try.
Sam's obviously messaging Simeon.
Yes. Just say, good news. Heard. Norbane gives us a go. He has our support. Rally the troops.
And he will reply, So you said you have no, we have his support, or do you say I have his support?
We have his support.
Which way did you do it? I thought
Rally
you said
the
it the other way
troops.
round. I thought you said it the other way round, so I was gonna be
Maybe.
like,
It's been a long
but
day.
does
I've had 2 cans of
but
Coke.
but do you have his support? He was gonna say back. But yeah, you get a message back saying, "See, I told you Norbane was an honourable man, not too difficult to reason with. Where
All I
is
had to
the
do was show him
rendezvous
my
point?"
weapon.
And you just get writing back, and it'll just be Sam. Sad face.
Cheeky wink
But
face.
yeah, so Sam has passed the message on to Thingy. Is that all you're saying?
Is Butch there?
No. Butch is travelling Evalthon with a host of fighters, doing their best. I believe you met him in Ostrong. Again.
Yeah, there was that big trap. That we knew was a trap and then fucking did it anyway. And he came to the rescue. Yes.
I'll be like, Sam.
Hi.
Can you do me a favour? Are you talking to Simeon?
Yes.
Is he near Veer? Or can he get a message to
No, he's an Albie.
her? That's all right.
Bogwood would be the man, because Veer is a gnome.
Yeah, that is very true.
Because that's where we've got the boat.
Yes.
Are you also sending a message to Simeon, asking him to get in touch with
Yes.
the Orc people?
And also if he has contacts in Hloth and Lochria.
And he will write back saying no.
Oh.
No word from either of those for several months, just as there has been no word from Norbane until you are passing us message from him.
Noted.
So, Greg's messaging his sister.
Yep.
How?
Well, how's everybody else?
I don't know how.
Well,
I've got a magic thing.
I also have a magic
Great.
thing.
I don't have a magic thing.
I
don't
have a
worry.
spyglass. No, I don't. Did I not give her the sending stone? We had a way of talking before.
Yeah, you gave her the spyglass. But I don't remember what that did.
Bob had an orb given to him by Ugrul, which I believe when Bob was
I've got
around.
that idea. The spyglass has been used as like a security footage on the boat.
Yeah, we're using it like
Yeah.
a security camera.
Mm.
Has anybody looked at it recently?
Yeah.
Yes. While I was writing to Simeon. It seemed fine. That's why I didn't report on it. Nothing happened.
Greg's looking at it while thinking he's sending a message to his sister.
Staring.
She looks like a boat.
I will retcon something and say, because I didn't know Bob was disappearing for ever and ever, then he would have given Greg the crystal ball orb thing so he could get in touch with the Orcish folk, which is to Ugrul, but Ugrul is the mentor of your sister.
Okay, and does that work like you send actual messages kind of thing?
Yeah, visual messages, like short like sending spells, like it's not long conversations, but it's more visual than just writing or words. Cat's got words, Graham's got speaking. You have visual.
Yeah. Well, he believes that he has a secret code. It's when he speaks with his sister that nobody else can crack, and so when he's speaking through that, he knows if he speaks in this code, that they'll just hand it over to his sister and she'll understand what it is.
Okay.
The exact message that he's sending.
Well, you can do, but all I'll say is you, like Sam saw Butch in Ostrong, you did see your sister leading an Orcish force of warg riders sort of into battle. They were fighting alongside the humans, the orcs, and humans were
So brave.
So she wasn't in the Orclands when you last saw her quite recently.
All right.
She may have her own way of contacting them, though, in theory, so that she can report back when she's doing her excursions.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, you could
Potentially.
speak to Ugwell, and Ugwell would potentially be able to get a message to her.
Awesome. I'll do that then.
Cool. So let's just speed up then. So you guys have all sent messages to people that you can. Go back and tell Hiking Norbane. He seems to be happy with that. He believes you. He looks at Dorsal and he's sort of nodding as if you guys can be trusted. And he will reach into his pocket and pull out a sort of medal-sized metal coin type thing that has his own family emblem sort of thing on it, and say, if anybody stops you, show them this, and it should get you passage to where you need to go.
I mean,
Unless it's not dwarfs. I mean, don't show this to enemies because they won't stop them.
first things first. Dolian, no, you're not having it.
Oh, what? What? Sorry, I was dealing with
No,
boy shit.
you don't need to worry about that.
But were you talking about treasure?
No, nothing at all.
Oh,
Josh, they are talking.
He's going to pass it to Heknom.
I was going to say,
Yes.
let the dwarf hold it. That might be a good thing. Maybe Anthem. Maybe Anthem can hold it.
Anthem's not coming.
Anthem is busy. He is trying to spread cheer of heroic tales.
Probably spreading the clout, the dirty bastard.
Ha. Wow.
It was the tone. The tone of that there was.
There was real feeling in
There
that,
was
wasn't
some real hate. Wow.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Anthem stirs up feelings I think in everyone.
I mean,
Wow, Graham, that's
That's amazing.
in character or what? I think Bob yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so that he will hand the emblem over to Hekdom and just look at him and say, bring back weapon worthy of dwarven kind.
Do my best, Your Highness.
Message me. Send me this message you can if you retrieve it.
I will.
Well, if you need to, rest before you go. Resupply, and as soon as you're ready to leave, you have my permission to leave. Sort out any affairs you have. Looks at Sam. But yeah, sort out anything you need to sort out.
What kind of look did he give Sam there?
Disapproving.
Oh.
Yeah, sort out anything you need to do. Prep, and as soon as you're ready to leave, you have my blessing to go and return whenever you need to. Hopefully,
okay.
maybe see you in a week's time at Ilgeth.
If it's okay, I have one thing we'd like to do before we leave.
Yes?
I'd like to ask Sam to write me a love note for Chaos Rock, because Greg can't write very well and thinks that Sam's got game.
I mean,
So-
Sam definitely has got game, and Sam is
I'm trusting Sam to write me a little love note and then for it to be delivered to her.
okay.
I'm in no control of what it says. It can be as cringy as possible, but just send her a little love note from me. From me, not from Sam.
Cat accepts that challenge. Angela, what kind of tone would you like it to be? Cringy, cheesy, way over the top, dirty? I don't know. Innocent?
He's met her
A
once.
equals sign, equals sign, equals sign, equals sign.
It's a case of Greg has no game. Greg's never really flirted with anybody before, has no idea what he's doing. Sam seems to be on the ball with it all, so I'm just leaving it for Sam to write some. I can imagine it'd be pretty fucked up love note for her. I don't want sappy, gooey shit.
No sappy gooey shit. We'll talk, and I will write something for you.
We will all look forward to hearing what the letter that Sam writes for Greg is.
Yup.
You can all, if you all need to, Graham, I said you could all rest before you go. If you want to rest before you set off on the next part of your adventure, it will be. I say, I'm guessing Bogwood will want to wait till the morning.
Yes, rest and belt.
Now, is it a long rest?
In that case, yeah, a long rest.
Yeah,
What spell slots can I burn?
long rest.
So Sam seems to have developed some kind of insomnia. Because he's not sleeping for 8 hours anymore.
Oh. Okay.
So he just feels a
Okay,
little
but
restless.
before any rest, we'll have one of them.
Nom 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 nom.
Now, see, I could
Oh.
cook. Hey, I can cook that for you as well.
So again, yeah, when it's mealtime, they bring you the best they have, which is,
Invite her to
you
dinner.
know, a little bit of unrecognizable meat, maybe, you know, moles or whatever they're getting underground. Bit of bread, but it's not gourmet. Some root vegetables and stuff.
Okay, as it
And
says,
as you all start eating,
Can I? Greg is asking, can he invite Chaos Rock to breakfast
Or to dinner, whichever.
or
it
to
is,
dinner
whatever
for
it is.
Heroes Feast? Because he's a tight fuck.
Well,
I mean,
It'd be
I mean,
insane.
you can invite her if you wish, if you would like to invite her. I don't know if she would accept the invitation. As at this minute in time, you've just done a transaction. I don't think she realizes anything else is happening apart from the deal you made. So she would probably find that a bit bizarre. You've asked her to join you for dinner.
as it says, it's for 12 creatures. Are there more than 12 people here? Because if so, Sam will use his magic pot as well, just to up it so that everyone gets a good feast.
There is roughly about
A billion.
yeah. There's several thousand dwarfs
Well,
in this place.
Feed them. Feed as many as you can.
yeah.
So what we do? Are we spending the next 2 weeks
I mean, that's what.
hero feasting everybody in the place?
I mean, is that what we're going to do for for the rest of the campaign in real life? We can just like spend the whole time cooking for various dwarfs. No. Whoever's around, whoever wants to attend, we'll make sure the king gets a good feast as well. Keep him sweet.
He has no time. He eats on the go. He's now you've sent messages. He's now making sure that they're going to be ready to march out in force in a week's time. He will not come and dine with you.
Well, then make sure we will deliver him the best fucking sandwich that is possible.
Get Duracell to send something to him. Insert
This
name
is
here.
24 hours, so I'm assuming
Good Duracell.
One of us spell to cast.
Legend Lore, what the fuck's that?
So this is 24 hours. Does that mean that it's evening time now?
Or
Yeah, so we'll get it for the whole next day, basically.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, name a or describe a person, place, or object.
So I'd like to describe the mace and shield that Sam described earlier.
Okay. It was described as a morning star and a shield. The shield
That's
that
what I said.
also glows. So you picture in your head a morning star. Just a regular morning star. Maybe slightly better than that, but it doesn't seem to have any lore, any history. So that shield. You describe the object, and so it's in your mind. You start seeing like images of this shield, which looks in keeping with the design and style as the rest of the weapons the rest of the party have. And you you get the name, the Ember Protector, in your head.
And that's why I'm seeing the shields.
Yeah, the shield. Yeah, the mace is not anything of any significant lore, but the shield, yeah, that you are getting images of a shield. Looks like it's made to a similar, like say, very similar style to the weapons, and the name Ember Protector is in your head.
Awesome. Yeah, that's all I'll do before we eventually long rest and get them spell slots back.
So you all eat a hearty meal, eat like heroes, fall asleep, wake up in the morning.
Step outside.
Yep. Oh, Bogwood, what you doing, Bogwood? Let's just...
And I was
Great. I'll take Greg's 2d10s.
left phone.
You will roll your own d10s, please. Greg may have eaten more of the meal than you did, yes.
Damn it.
Boo.
Greg's a greedy bugger.
Hang on.
I mean, if anyone, it would be you. You cast the spell, so it would be your 2d10s that people would take.
Take Greg's. We like Greg's.
If anyone needs a bit more.
Well, you're having a long rest. This is temporary hit points
Oh, I see.
from the Heroes Feast. But yeah, you wake up in the morning feeling fine. Bogwood's got a belt on his mind. So you wake up earlier than everyone else, I'll say, Bogwood. Just a little bit earlier than everyone else, and you head out. Guessing you're going to the smithing section of the town.
Yeah, gotta go get my belt.
Belt.
Like literally just singing that as a mantra.
Skipping. Skipping.
Yeah, skipping, cartwheeling, backflips.
But yeah, you get to the place that you've come to know really well, spending a few days there working.
Where he might retire with his gnomish wife.
And as you walk in, the smith will see you say, "Early start, Bogwood. Come to work."
We've been sent on a mission. I've come to collect my belt if it's finished.
And you see him get the belt, hit it one more time. Yes, finished now.
Brilliant, thank you. If ever opportunity arises, I will return and help some more.
That would be great. King has doubled the order at the moment. We are working night and day. But it was a pleasure to see you work. I think we've all learned a little something from your smithing skills.
Good, glad to have been of assistance.
And he will put out his hand and shake your hand if you are willing.
Yeah, Bogger will shake his hand.
So shake each other's hands, and he passes the belt over to you. So it's slightly more repaired. So what was we saying? It was an extra +1 strength after that.
Yeah, it was originally a 26, so it'll be up to a 27 now.
Yeah, so it's getting better.
And I realised previously that because of one of the things I've got gem trapped, I think I gem trapped like a hill giant or something. You said it gave me another +1 strength, which I hadn't added, so I'm now up to a nice round 28.
Fantastic.
I think you just called the DM there, so well played.
No, it's in my notes that one of the gems gives me +1 to strength.
What notes? You said you haven't taken any notes in 18 months.
Not notes. Just items on my character sheet, which are there for Scott to see whenever he should so choose to look at them. Just what's in the bag of holding, which is currently basically fuck all because I gave most of it away.
Oh, I love that bag of holding.
Anything? Craig didn't know you had a bag of holding, so I told him earlier this week.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I have a bag of holding.
No, I don't.
Has a bunch of gems in it. Originally, it had the magic quill and parchment, which Sam's now got, because I was just carrying it, but now Sam's got it. Apparently, I have 2 potions of curse removal for some reason in the bag.
I gave you one after you slept with long ago.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember now where they came from.
That was after
Yeah.
he twatted
So-
Owen for the last time.
So who's got the clap?
STD protectors.
Yes.
Not Bogrod.
Not anymore.
He didn't trust Greg's potion because he assumed Greg was trying to give him the clap with a dodgy potion.
Oh no! That's when we had Baby Bograd because he gave you a potion of reduce,
Yeah. And that's why he didn't trust my phone.
and that's why he didn't trust it because he shrank you in the bar to like Baby
Yeah.
Bograd.
I completely forgot about Baby Bugwood.
Baby Bogwood, baby Bogwood.
We need an animated TV show, just Baby Bograd.
Anything else anybody would like to do before you set off?
Nah, I shouldn't. No.
I want to check in with Anthem. Is Anthem coming with us? What's he been doing?
You can meet up with Anthem and you see him. He's walking around singing songs, trying to lift the spirits of the people. Hey, Sam,
Hey, bro.
how you doing?
Feeling a bit strange, if I'm honest. Yeah, not sleeping too great. Clothes aren't fitting as well as they used to, and my hair is doing all sorts of weirdness. But other than that, fine and dandy. How are you?
I am fantastic. Slept with a wench last night. I feel top of the world.
Amazing. Just the one. That doesn't sound. That doesn't sound like you. Not from what you
Twice.
told me.
No, all I told her is, how I was traveling around and saved the orcs from towers. I was causing them to rage, and how I saved helped save the gnomes. All the stories you told me. Obviously, I embellished a little bit, but isn't that what we do?
I mean, it's the bardic tradition, is passing the stories on, telling the tales, spreading the good news. So what does the future hold in store for you now?
I think I'm going to stay here for a little while and see if there's anything I can do to help. I'm sure at some point Norbane will be looking to me for advice once he hears all my tales.
I mean, I'm gutted. It was awesome to have you, such a cool guy, just with us. And I know everyone is going to miss you and be so disappointed. Are you sure I can't persuade you to come with us?
Not today, bro, but I guarantee, I promise, we'll meet up again.
Amazing. We must keep in touch.
One day you'll need help, and no doubt that's when Anthem will show up and save that big lump again.
I will let him know that. I mean, I assume you weren't talking about me.
No, the big one.
The big guy. Yeah, he's a softie.
The one I've saved twice, I think, already.
I think he knows that, but I'm not going to remind it of him. I remember the last time I was on the wrong side of those fists, if you know what I mean. So yeah. So if we're parting ways for now, keep in touch.
I will try.
Not sure how, but
No. Oh, well, I'm sure we'll meet again.
yes. So Sam will give him a full kind of cringe bro handshake, half hug, back bump. You know, the really awful handshakes you see dudes do in public.
And then after you do that, Anthem will just lean in and give you a hug. And we'll hold on for like 12,
too long.
15 seconds longer than he needs to.
Yeah, absolutely. Living it. Loving it. Is everyone dying of cringe?
Yeah.
Job done.
Yeah, everyone's watching and like they can't look away, even though they really want to.
I love Anthem so much.
Yeah, that's a word.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, then onward we go.
Are we all ready to leave?
Yep.
I believe so.
So let's just hurry along and
As we are leaving, I just want to very briefly check in with Dorasil just to kind of be like, we'll keep in contact with you through Norbane, kind of keeping the channels of communication open.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, can you only speak to Norbane? I mean, my understanding of the spell is I've met Heknom. Can he not send me messages?
Yeah, that
Have
sounds
I done something
fantastic.
to have I done something to offend him?
Hey, no, this was me wanting to keep in contact with you, as well as not instead of. I mean, unless you prefer to only speak to Heknom, I understand. I understand, but
No. It'd be grand to speak to all of you again. Good luck on your travels, and we may see you when we leave, and if we can see you at Garth.
I look forward to it,
Yeah.
and that's when the real fight will begin. So take care, and we go.
Farewell and good luck.
We'll need it.
So you don't need a map. You are heading towards the large smoking mountain within the mountain
Volcano.
range which you are in. Pardon?
Volcano.
Oh, Mount Doom.
That's what you would probably guess it is. I mean, I think you was told it was a volcano.
No, we were told it was a smoking mountain.
Yes. Well, you would have been told it is a volcano. It's the sacred place of the god of forging, war, and whatever else it was, fire or whatever. But yeah, it
Whatever
takes
else it was
you.
you said 65 minutes ago.
Yeah, takes you a little while to get there, but
On foot.
yeah, you're walking. Nobody tried to procure any other means of transport, so yeah, you're walking. But yeah, you don't seem to come along any trouble. It seems to be very quick, but you are up in the mountains here. You're not like out and open ground, and takes you, let's say, 8 hours walking, and you get to a huge mountain. The heat, the smell, you can smell the sulfur, the heat as you're getting closer. You can feel the heat. You're all starting to sweat a lot more, and you see in the side of this volcano a ornate doorway that is currently littered with horseshoes, hammers, weapons, all old and rusted that seem to have been left there some time ago and have all been aged with rain and disuse. But yeah, you do see a doorway that sort of leads into the volcano.
Guys, I think I found the door.
Thanks, Dolian. Great.
Nobody
Well
guarding it
spotted.
outside.
Nope. Nope. The place is deemed to be very dangerous at the moment. Most dwarven folk have retired to the stronghold.
So why did we have to ask for permission? Dolian's going to ask. No one's here. How would anyone knew if we were here?
I'm guessing it's probably got some form of magic protection.
Yeah.
Can I
The old
cast detect magic?
Yeah, you can cast detect magic.
Although I have that? My
Can you
lullaby.
ritual cast it?
Well, no, lullaby has a
Yes, it does. So
detect magic within 10 foot.
It's cast on you all the time. So within 10 feet, you can detect magic. So as you get to the doorway, you do sense, would it be divination magic emanating from the doorway, but it doesn't seem to be hostile or anything. But whilst you're doing that, Sam, you do then sense a different kind of magic. And I need you to roll me a D100, please.
Oh, it's a Harry.
It's a wizard.
Oh, he's getting so big now.
A kind of chaotic energy you can feel.
Like I need any more chaos. That's a 14.
A 14. Let's have a look what that's going to do.
Bad things.
Not Greece, not Greece, not Greece.
What does this say? I'm not going to use that one. That would be unfair.
Why? What was it? Do I even
You
want...
cast Power Word, stun on yourself.
It does seem a little excessive.
But it would actually be the Wizard Harry casting that on you, obviously. So what does this one say? Because this might be a bit better. So, each creature within 30 feet of you take 1d10 fire damage.
Including myself or just every creature within?
I'm going to say you and everyone within 10 feet of you. So...
Fakes.
So yes, you feel this energy, and then a little wizard just appears in a tear and rip in space and time. And as he winks at you and smiles, you all feel an intense heat, as if he's preparing you for what's inside, and you all take 7 points of fire damage.
Do I take half? So what's that? We're rolling up, rounding up.
I think we normally round up for damage, don't we?
Yeah,
So
it's that 4.5, 5.
yeah, no, 4. 4
7.
damage.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
And then he turns away, moves back into this rip that has been created, and time space disappears back inside it, smiling, and you can see his shoulders kind of bouncing up and down as he's chuckling to himself. But as you get to the doorway, which you're all very close to, this is what you see inside. Again, it is very, very hot in here. Oh, no, I haven't moved you. I've just moved myself.
It looks like the same. It looks like the same place as before.
How about now?
Ooh.
Oh, it looks like home.
That you all feel intense heat.
I've got a
Yes,
different
even
sheet
you
now.
catch.
I've got a different sheet now.
Oh, okay.
Different token.
Oh, yes. So, is it Sam the Song,
Sam
isn't it?
the Song.
So, yeah, but you can smell sulfur. It's overpowering almost. You can feel the heat rising from the molten lava you can see in front of you. You see the bridge you're currently stood on, but it seems to be in huge disrepair, as in nobody has been in here, and with the heat and whatever else is going on in there, it's sort of crumbled and burnt away. But you do see the path ahead over here is you would guess is the way to go, as there's nowhere else to go from where you are.
And how far away is that path?
50.
Yeah.
Bridge to bridge
Yeah.
is 50.
Bugapoo.
I mean, if everyone wants to, I could, that spell I have before to turn us all into clouds.
Uh,
I could try that again.
Has Greg seen lava before? Does he just think it's orange water?
Oh, that's a very good point.
What was that,
I mean,
sorry?
it does move like a liquid, but a thicker liquid than water.
We know how
But
much
it-
of us we are.
But it does look liquidy.
But it's lava, I'm guessing.
I'm assuming everything's on different levels by the looks of it.
Yes,
Would
you're
it
stood
be-
on the bridge. You stood on the bridge, and the
Is-
lava is below you,
So what's
slightly
that?
below
Right.
you.
So this is so where these like hopscotchy things are. That's a massive drop.
Is
for
that
us.
No.
that actually there?
What?
A little box there looks like a little treasure.
No. If it is, it looks old and empty. It's got holes in it. You can see there's nothing there.
What have I got that can help me at this point?
Red, go for a swim.
Oh. What's the distance to here from where I am? Oh, let's measure it, Alistair. Let's measure it.
Yeah.
Perfect. I cast Misty Step.
Does before you do that, does anybody want to answer Hecknom with his question for you all?
I didn't hear it.
Didn't hear it.
Oh, about turning us all into clouds again.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Is
How
it
does that
worth the
work
spell
again?
slot?
That's the thing.
Not a spell slot.
Oh,
Oh.
No, if it's free, then
Yeah.
that's the easiest way to do it.
I would like to cast water walk, and I just want to jump into the lava and just whirl around it. Means
Oh,
I can't swim in it.
the prick.
Across any liquid surface such as acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava, as if it was harmless solid ground.
but then you can't swim in it if it's solid ground.
No, but I can just run past you all, cast on myself secretly, and just run past you all and jump off the edge.
That is quite
Yeah.
grand.
Do you want where do you jump to?
I'm just gonna literally jump off the edge, just about there. Bye, guys. Greg, go for a swim.
Greg. Greg.
He's gone.
Do the rest of you just want to become clouds and fly over there? It'll only take a
Yes.
minute.
Yes.
As Greg jumps there, as Greg sees these two things that move, looked like lava a second ago, but all of a sudden start moving and take
Corporeal form.
a form.
Obviously, I know you said about turning into clouds and everything, but you can also do this if you want to save your spell slot.
It's not spell slot, you said.
Ah, right. Obviously, you can also do this is up to 10 willing creatures.
Whatever.
If you've already cast that, then, and it's not hurting to stand on the lava, then
It might still hurt.
No, if it said in the spell's description that walking on things like lava and you take it's like solid ground, then
But crossing molten lava can still take damage from the heat. Up to 10 willing creatures. I'll just put it in the
Look at it. Wrong one.
That wasn't.
Wall of water.
Oh, wrong. Sorry. I won't do it anymore. Boys up again. The boy fell down the stairs.
It's me.
Oh, the girl fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Don't start crying. What's up here?
yeah, so there will still be damage taken from walking on the lava, but I'll probably just do a 1d6 at the end of people's turns. from being on
for every
lava.
5 feet moved.
No, just at the end of your turn. But so yeah, Greg has done that. Cast it. I'm guessing cast it on you all unknowingly, but
Right, I don't care.
you'd be able to see Greg standing
But it says willing
on the lava.
creatures, so
Yeah.
we'd have to have
Oh.
known that he was casting it and have been willing to have it cast upon us.
I mean,
I just
fine.
jump in and take all to do it too.
I mean, fine with me.
Dolan's one with the fire.
You're still going to take damage, so obviously if you turn into clouds, you're not going to, but you're still going to take damage doing this. It only hurts a little. I dare you.
Greg has dared me. Oh.
What is it we can see? What are those? Can we all see them? Are they all? Are they like?
Let's see the
They're,
two.
they're sort of like forming from the lava, so it looked like just a pool of lava. Then two forms started like being formed from the lava.
Oh, cool. Oh, not cool.
So we're going into
But-
initiative.
Well, it will be if we aren't. Everyone else isn't being turned into clouds. I was just waiting to.
I mean,
No, it takes a minute to do that.
takes how long?
So he's done that. A minute.
So yes, I would like to roll some initiative.
Oh, wow, it's the worst initiative I've rolled for a while.
I can't move my token or click on it.
Oh, same.
It looks like a very old mosquito. Sorry, just sitting in the picture.
Didn't you move Sam now?
Yep, perfect.
Looks like a very old mosquito.
Yes. Yes, they do. Oh, there we go. Thank you, DM Overlord.
You're welcome. Sam, 13.
Could you pop?
Heck no.
I mean, canonically, is Nim still cast? Because I wouldn't have dispelled them in my.
I
Sorry.
seem to think Nim got killed in the or destroyed in the goblin fight, and I don't think you cast Nim
No, that's fine.
because you wasn't here last session. So in that fight there was no Nim. I mean, if you've cast Nim while you was in the dwarven area, I will allow that.
Yep. I mean, it's good to have a pal when you're partying. It's a great.
What is it again? An imp? No.
Yes, an imp.
What's happening to my? So you should be able to control the imp,
Lovely, thank you.
and then. There you go. You can see the name of them now.
Hey.
Oh, a method. Very nice. No idea what it does. Well, we will find out.
So, Greg jumps over the side, starts walking. These two forms materialize in the lava. Bogwood, you have to go first.
Okie dokie. I can't punch things that are on lava. So I shall walk to the edge. Do you want to just giants might me just for the sake of it? May as well.
Whoop.
And then I'm going to
Mario.
take 3 Grey Fist Great Bow shots at them. I'll
Sure.
target the one highest up of the screen.
Yep.
That's a 16,
Hits.
20. Ooh, and a nat 1, which is still a 14.
Okay. Oh,
So I'll do the first 2, obviously.
Yeah, they both hit.
So that is 21 and 24. So 45.
This method just explodes and does a death burst. So you just see as the last arrow pierces it, it kind of just like in a small area around it, you just see it kind of lava magma just burst out. Doesn't hit anybody, but
So it will have
You
died
would
on
see
the
that.
second hit, won't it?
it would have died on the second hit. Yes,
So I would then have targeted the other one for that nat 1.
you would have done, and so we will be hitting Greg. Because
Sorry, Greg.
Does he not have to go near the other one in order to hit it?
it's a bow.
Oh, it's
I'm using a bow.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. All right, I'll take it.
Sorry, Greg.
No, you're all good.
It's 24. 23.
Do I just automatically take the full damage, or is there a save against?
no, it's a nat 1, so he's aimed for this method down here, but
Right, yeah, no, that's fine.
as it's so hot in there, and Bogwood's starting to sweat, just as he's about to take his last shot, the sweat gets into his eyes, and he doesn't quite aim correctly, and instead hits you in the back.
I have a question,
Yes.
which I feel like you'll rule no because it's on the back of a nat 1.
Oh, no hill rune.
No cloud rune because it's a creature I can see that's been hit with an attack.
Because of the sweat in your
the
eyes, which
the
has
penalties of the nat 1.
have caused you to miss, then you can't see the creature take the damage because you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yes, Greg, you take
23.
23 points of damage. I don't normally like big rolls of damage from Bogwood, but occasionally it works out in my favour. Not very often. I just need him to roll a 14, for fuck's sake. But if that's Bogwood finished, then we will move to... Oh, it's Mephit's turn. Which is their theme tune, the Mephit's
So
theme tune
dramatic.
there, which you all heard.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I picked that up.
Yeah, great.
Sorry.
So this one is going to move up to Greg and is just going to do a claw attack, which is 18.
18 hits. Yep, 18 hits.
It's 5 slashing and 4 fire as it kind of forms its physical form rather than its looking exactly like molten lava. He kind of swipes with his claws, and as he cuts you, you also have lava dripping off there, which give you 4 points of piercing damage.
Fire damage.
Fire damage. And
Oh, good. still looking all right. I thought after a
And
bogwood hit, I'd be downed.
I
that's
only hit you once.
all you see at the moment.
That it?
Yes, and then we're going to move to Greg's turn next.
Greg would like to venture round this side, so I'm still in range. Can't move a bit closer to him because he's on a weird bit of a thing. Well, yeah, I'm still in range of him. I've not left range. I'm just going to move round to there, and I'm going to cast Fire Shield, but it'll be a Chill Shield. And that is my turn.
Cool. So that's like coat yourself in icy type thing. But I will
It doesn't
be.
do anything to my HP, but it does give you resistance to fire damage.
Yes, so
Nice.
you're going to take 2 points of fire damage from ending your turn on the lava. So, well, half that already for you, so it'll be 2 points of fire damage.
Yep.
But as you do step around it, you do see another one of these methods start forming right in front of you.
That's fine with me. Come at me, bro, is what I will shout.
Wouldn't be sure.
Dan's turn.
I've got these guys. You go, make your way across.
I got confused for a moment. I thought he said Dan's turn. I was like, Dan. I was like, oh, Sam.
I
that
also
sounds
thought
like...
he'd said Dan's turn.
Sam.
I was like, oh yeah, that's me.
Sam's turn.
I'm gonna look at Hecknom and just be like, clouds, you say? Looking at these methods and being like, is that still an option?
Do it.
Oh, yes. Well, takes me a little time. We'll probably have to clear the room first.
Okay.
10 full turns of combat to cast it now.
In that case, I'm going to balance carefully on the edge here, or lean over it slightly to shoot round Bogwood, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast this one in the face.
Cool.
Now let me just double check. It's still only 2, isn't it?
Was it 2? I can't remember.
Trying to find it on my sheet.
What level warlock are you at the minute?
5. But I don't know if it goes on the whole level if you're multi-classing. Because I've had 2 for a long while. I don't know if it goes up for that. Why isn't it on here?
So it says 2 beams at 5th level,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 beams at 11.
Oh, so that's fine.
It doesn't say. The spell creates more than 1 beam when you reach higher levels, but it doesn't say it's when you reach warlock
Cantrips
levels.
like proficiency bonus advance based on your character level, not your class level. So you'll have 3 at level 11.
Ooh, 3 blasts now. Oh, I get
So it's punchy, 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 and it's blast, blast, blast.
to do a 3-finger attack now.
You almost Kit-Katting these people.
So that and do I want to know where the third one's coming from?
Nope.
Me.
It's finger gun hip thrust now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that.
Oh.
And when if you ever get the 4th one, it ends with a wink. That's the 4th.
First one hits, second one hits. Oh,
That's unusual.
What are the chances?
I mean,
Check them dice.
7.
Do another one just to be sure.
yeah.
Oh, it's fine. It was literally just 3.
That is crazy.
I rolled 3 7s.
The 16s all hit though.
Cool. So, I also have a new invocation. I took Eldritch Smite, which I can apply per turn, but it uses my a spell slot, so I'm not going to use it on these lower fights.
That is enough to kill this one as you finger it to death.
I finger it to death.
Greg, I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
You can have.
Poor Greg's just gonna get slowly blown up to death because he's stood in the middle.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Honestly, just get yourself across the bridge.
So you take half for passing it, so that takes it down to 5, and then you also have your shield, which will be half again. So then that will take it to 3 points of fire damage.
Yeah, what's this for?
As Sam fingers the mephit to death, it
Sweet.
explodes and squirts all over you.
I love it.
Magma.
Not the mental image that I'm getting. but-
No.
So again,
Sorry.
it's Sam's finger guns curling with purple energy. Just gonna have a look what Nim can do, because that was all I was going to do on my turn this time.
28. That's not bad. Sam's doing 36 damage now on Eldritch Blast there. That's a good damage.
Is this the only method we can see?
Yes. Apart from the two, dead ones. But again, as they go motionless, they start to
Focus on getting
disappear from
across.
view.
Be more at the other side. So it's gonna be like ants, isn't it? Where there won't only be two. So focus on getting across the bridge.
Anything else Sam wishes to
Yep,
do?
I'm just having a look at Nim. Nim's got a fly speed of 40, so I'm gonna send them across just to sting at the mephit.
Cool.
Which is
You'll be up next, Dolian. Just to. Well,
so
Right,
it's, is it
Thank
1d20 plus whatever plus 5.
So an 11 matches. So that hits.
So it's 1d4 plus 3. 4.
What kind of
And
damage is it? Piercing.
That's piercing damage plus 3d6 poison.
Cool.
10.
So you
hang
see
on
it
a
take.
second. No, it's got to take a Constitution saving throw, taking the poison damage on a failed save. It's a DC 11 con save. Yeah.
So that would be a 20.
Yeah. So Nim flies down and attempts a sting, but the poison doesn't work. And that's its turn.
As he does that, another one that seems to be next to Nim appears as the lava sort of starts changing and creating this form. And then if that's Sam and Nim, then they'd be moving on to Dolian.
Dolian is going to misty step over to here.
Cool.
What does he see in front of him?
In front of him, he sees a gap between the rock he's standing on and the bridge in front.
I meant, like,
Lava in front.
Is that axe in the stone actually there, or is that just artwork?
That's just artwork. It's
That's fine.
if anything, again, this was a sacred place. If it was placed there, it is old and rusted and.
That is fine. Fucking. Sorry, I'm using my shit mouse. Would I be able to use my movement to jump onto this rock here and then next turn climb up here?
I think what is the yeah? There's a rule for long jump. Is it like
Oh, it's
with
strength
10,
based.
10 feet running and then
Yeah.
it's just strength or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
10 feet movement. You can move up to equal feet to your strength score. So whatever your total strength score is, you can jump that far.
I can do 8 feet is what I can jump, and no, Dolly cannot jump
How
that.
far can Bogwood jump?
28 feet.
So is Bogwood also now the world champion at long jump and triple jump in Evalthon?
Effectively, yeah.
Let alone the Boggerpult.
Yeah,
I mean, with a plus 17 to athletics, you would think so.
Dolly's just going to climb up to the top of there and leave himself there.
Cool. Heck no.
Hecknall is going to just move a bit closer towards we can see all the what they call methods, and
Methods.
he is going to point at the one furthest away,
Yep.
and that poor thing is going to hear some bells.
Ringing out for lava time. So it is a wisdom save. There's a 3 save.
No,
Damn
it
it.
hasn't taken any damage, has it?
It hasn't, no.
No. Just a 13.
Oh.
And yeah, that'll end his
So it's
turn.
not enough to kill, but it didn't seem to enjoy it. You could kind of just see it lift its hands up to his ears as he tries to block out this noise which is ringing in his head, and yeah, as he's not enjoying that noise one little bit. Bogward.
Okie dokie.
Oh, that is
A little
ridiculous,
reluctant to
isn't
use
it?
his bow. What is?
I'm just
I was
looking
like,
and
I could just jump across.
possibly all the way. Maybe not in, well, maybe in one turn because
If I use my action to dash,
well, it's 10 feet movement, so you just run 10 feet, jump to here, and then move 10 feet, and then you've got another 27 or 28 feet, so potentially.
well, I have 40 feet of movement, so I can step back, run and jump
Take a
across
run.
to here.
Run over 10.
So that's used, what, 20?
Yep.
Because 10 back, 10 forward, jump. 10 forward, jump again. Get across there, 10 feet left. That's a
Goddamn
ludicrous amount
fucking
of
joke.
maneuverable. I mean, I could have bogopulted, at least that carries the penalty of potential damage, but just straight up jumping 56 feet clear across the map.
How does Sam feel about not being carried for once?
Quite relieved.
I assume I can't see any more evil creatures in my general vicinity.
What I will say to you is, as you jumped over this gap here, where where you've got to there, the last jump, I'll say you did see some ripple in the lava as something reached out and tried to grab you. And we will show you this.
Oh, fuck yes.
Cool, that looks fun.
Oh my god, it looks like the snail Pokemon.
Okay, well, at the moment, I've only used my movement.
You have.
So I will use my bonus action to activate my Eldritch Claw so that I can punch out to 15 feet. So it's now within range of a punch.
Yep.
And I will punchy. So punchy.
All 3 hit.
I am rolling terribly tonight.
I said there's some low rolls.
A 2, a 7, and a 5.
I mean, what the last one almost missed.
Almost.
Is it possible for him to miss only in that one, which
Hit somebody else.
That's 28 plus 30, so 58 plus 60, 70, 90, 97.
That would kill me.
It looks
I would kill
quite
cats.
blooded. It looks blooded.
I could
After
take
being mauled in the face 3 times.
that. I wouldn't want to, but I could.
And then I'll roll that into the initiative.
I'll just end my turn there.
Cool. So then that takes us to the Mephits. So the one will attack the Nim. What's it, Nim?
Yes.
The one next to me should attack me, should it not?
It will do, but the one next to Nim is going to attack Nim. This one here. So an 18 on Nim.
Oh, that will definitely hit.
So it's 3 slashing and 4 fire as he reaches up with his claws and lava, magma sort of like dripping off his claws, and
It's
he tries
immune to
to-
fire.
very nice.
And
So-
slashing has resistance to slashing from non-magical attacks.
Well, it doesn't say he has magical attack, so it'd be 2 points of slashing damage because we'll round down, but I'll round up and then half.
Yep.
And then the one next to Angela. Oh, I am rolling really well. This is great fun.
That hits.
So that would be a 3 slashing. I mean, fire shield halves damage, so it'll half it to 0.5, which then we have to round up to 1. So unfortunately, it's still 1 fire damage, but it is the minimum fire damage you could have taken.
And as it hits me, splashes of my shield flash back at it, and it takes 5 cold damage.
5 cold damage?
Mhm.
Is that?
That's what my shield does. In addition, whenever a creature within 5 feet of you hits you with a melee attack, the shield erupts with flames. The attacker takes 2d8 fire damage from a warm shield, or 2d8 cold damage from a cold shield. And I say,
Well, you notice that it seems to do more damage than what you expect it to. As if the cold, as if the cold is injuring it more than you expected.
that works for me.
Then we are gonna have these two over here. are going to lift out of the magma, and as Mephits have a 30-foot fly speed, one is going to come across and try to hit Bogwood with a 7.
Nope.
Oh.
So close. I thought I'd KO'd you in one attack. The other one will fly across to there and do the same thing, but this time it has a +3, so does a 17 hit.
Nope.
Ah! Now they both are trying to claw at you, and it's like flies flying around Bogwood's head. He just doesn't care. Then it is Greg's turn.
I'm going to come around here. I'm about to leave his threat range. Does he want to make a range attack?
Oh, yes, please.
Go ahead.
A 13, so that will miss.
Ah.
Shame you can't
Man.
choose to get hit, innit?
Well, I'm going to
Yes.
move out of his threat range. Move back into it. Only because he's only
Yep.
got one. He's only got one reaction, hasn't he?
He has.
So
I thought he was playing the hokey cokey.
I'm gonna bonk this one on the head. When I get to my sheet.
That will have a reaction as well, though.
Does he still have balance?
A 25 will hit.
6 cold and 5 fire.
So the fire.
Oh no, the fire's changed into cold.
Why is it turning into cold?
It's my meta magic.
Meta magic.
After seeing that it cold did more damage on the other one, I can change my magic type from spells.
Cool.
No,
I mean,
not a spell. No, it's not. It's not. It's stainless fire.
so well, what I was going to say is the fire seems to like just dance around him and do 0 damage, but
Yeah.
the cold seems to hurt it twice as much, and it is enough to kill him. So I need a dex save from yourself and also from Nim.
Doesn't even need to bother, is it just fire damage?
Hang on.
I'll take the damage.
I think Death Burst was 2d6, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, so that will be
Nim would be
4
immune
points.
anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled for a con save for poison, did I? Just because I didn't want to tell you it was immune from poison.
Ah. So did you want me to roll something? I'd accidentally shut
No,
the sheet.
if it's immune, it's immune, so it wouldn't take any fire damage anyway, so that's fine.
So
But yes, this one explodes as Greg hits it with his... What shape is it in at the minute? A staff or...
what was it?
Staff of balance.
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's a staff, but
Was it not?
it can change its form to any melee weapon you want.
Yeah, I
Just
think
does
we
the same
kept it
damage.
like a staff, didn't we?
Yeah, it's totally up to you, yeah. So, yeah, you bump him on the head with your staff, and as you do, just ice and cold just seems to freeze this thing. But as it freezes, it then explodes in the fiery, molten mess, and you take, what did I say, 4 points of fire damage, which is then half, so 2 points of fire damage.
Alright. Perfect. So I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get to there. And then I want to use my shouting
right.
action to try and shout at this method and the other one up there. Just like, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. You look like an old mosquito.
As you say that, you see movement
Bring it.
here and here.
Bring it. That's my turn.
Next up then is Octopus,
Octopuses.
and he is going to look at Bogwood, who's just attacked him, and he will do a tentacle attack at you because he has a 15-foot range equal to your Eldritch Maul.
Mhm.
1, 2,
Oh, I've
So
seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
his
Wowzers.
multi-attack, so it is a 24, 25, 18, and a
21.
20... No, 24, because the
24.
flanking.
Of course.
Or flanking.
Flanking the
2
tentacles.
seconds. I'm just checking the rules around one of my thingies.
You take 1 fire damage, Angela, for ending your turn on
Yeah.
lava.
Lava. No problems.
Ah, right,
Hot
never
stuff.
mind. That doesn't work for that. Do you know what? I'll be nice. I think I'm just gonna take all of the hits bar the one that missed.
Well, I'll tell you what they are, so...
The 15 misses. The other 3 will
Yeah.
hit.
So they're the damage, so it's not particularly fantastic. Actually, it didn't roll particularly well, so it is 13, 20, so 28 damage in total.
Mhm.
And also, so are you grappled automatically? If the target is a creature, it is grappled, escape DC 16. Until this grapple ends, the target is restrained. It takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. So you are technically restrained as it hit you with its one of its tentacle attacks.
Yep, so is it just got a tentacle wrapped around me whilst I'm stood up there on the bridge?
Yeah. I'll just say
It's
one
not
of them's
like
wrapped
trying
around
to
your leg.
flail me around in the air or whatever.
No, it's just restrained. It doesn't say it can move you or anything like that.
Cool.
After its turn, we're going to move to Sam
Sam has realised that I've been playing my familiar thing wrong. I thought I had an invocation that let me do stuff, but apparently the familiar can only act as an attack if I forego one of my attacks. Otherwise, it just has a normal thing, like help and other familiar stuff. It's only if I take a different pact boon, which I thought I'd taken, but I didn't. I took something else instead.
Pact
So
of the Chain. No, I don't know. Okay, so what's Sam doing this time then? We'll
do you
remember that going forward.
Yeah. So this time, I am gonna Eldritch Blast this one.
Cool.
Eldritch Blast. So I do 3 now, isn't it?
Yes.
Hits.
Hits. Well, just do one at a time, yeah.
Ah.
So damage on the first one.
Just a second.
So the second one is enough because he was left with 1 HP after the first attack. Your thing is immune to fire damage, so there's no point doing the roll because it's just a waste of time. And then the third one.
The third one, how?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to hit this
I
one
think
over here because Eldritch Blast has like 120 foot on it.
Yeah, so it will reach and hit that one.
Yep. And that one is for 7.
Ooh. That is unlucky. You roll 2, 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Unlucky, but no, that one takes the 7 force damages. You hip thrust towards that one with your third Eldritch Blast.
Or sometimes it's just
Are you
finger,
still?
little finger.
Oh, because sometimes you used to
Oh yeah.
blow on the fingers afterwards. I was just wondering if you would go.
Well, I said sometimes.
Okay, and then the pinky comes out.
Um.
Anything else Sam would like to do?
No, but this time I'm going to move Nim and use the help action for Greg.
Cool.
And that's
Next
my
up
turn.
then is Dolian.
Dolan's going to whip out Stormcaller
Okay.
and attack. How is this octopus looking?
It's blooded, but it did take 90 odd points of damage, and it looks blooded. So
But it is approximately what, half health.
yeah.
Looks pretty well blooded, but still able to grapple and fight. It doesn't look on death's door at the moment.
Dolan's just going to. Yeah, he's just going to use what was it? Steady aim and attack with Stormcaller.
18 hits. A 15 wouldn't.
Ooh.
Is it not flanking?
24.
It's not
How's it
counted.
flanking?
Dogwood was in combat.
No, he's flanking's within 5 feet of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Hence why I stood still.
Yeah, so
30
70, 30 points of damage. So yeah, again, there's a loud crack of thunder and bright light of lightning as Stormcaller fires, and as the lightning bolt hits, it seems to do a significant amount of damage, but it hasn't released its grip on Bogwood. It's still alive. I mean, would the lightning travel through the octopus, and would Bogwood feel some of that? No, that's not one of the rules.
I mean, if
That's
you
not
want to start ruining that, I will start abusing that.
It's not one of the rules of the game, so we won't allow that. So, is there anything else Dolian would like to do?
I've used my. I think I've just used my bonus action to
You
do
did.
that. And I've used my.
And-
No, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, you can't move either, can you? Yeah, so it'll be Hecnom's turn.
Okay. So going with jumping, I'll be running 10 foot and then jumping 19 foot.
Cool.
And then
I mean, part of me wants to ask the landings from Hecnom just for the funnies, but I won't. 'Cause I didn't ask Bogwood to do it. But I didn't ask Bogwood to do it, so it wouldn't be fair.
And then I've got a last 15 foot of movement. So I'm going to just go around the corner a bit because I don't want to be in Dolian's direct line of sight. And then I guess, because I've got nothing that does any sort of cold damage whatsoever, and lots of stuff that won't hurt them, I'll stick to tolling some dead. I'll do it on. Well, the only thing that's taking any damage is the octopus, so I'll do it on that.
That one's taking damage out here.
Which one? Yeah, I'll take that one. So again, it's yeah.
So it doesn't pass. So 3d12 is it?
Yep.
Right, guys, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go now because it's that time.
This is the last turn of the round, so I was
that's
going
fine.
to bring it to an end, and then we'll just have to pick it up at top of the round next turn. So, but yeah, that one screeches at the sound of bells in its head. No one else could hear the bells, but
The bell.
and it explodes. But there's no one near him to get ejaculated on. The lava
Squirted up.
just sprays off of him. So that was dead, and yeah, we will round that up at the end of the turn. So we will be starting next session at the top of the round with Bogwood.
Punching everything.
And
3
then,
punches to the enemies. I
mean,
fancy his chances.
Bogwood has probably got a decision he wants to make as well, I imagine.
I've already made that
Yes.
decision.
Which is why I'm sure he's glad that Hegnon didn't kill it.
Yeah.
But no,
I didn't want to.
But we will end it there. And so if anyone does need to get off, I do myself shortly because I haven't seen Liz all day. So I might wake her up and say hello. We'll end it there. So I hope it was fun. Took a bit longer to get into the fighting than I was anticipating at first, but it was all good role play. I enjoyed it, guys.
There's a lot of good lore I've
Good.
recorded. Scott, I've got a couple of questions. I've got a couple of gaps I've realised I've got. So I will send you some various questions that I may have asked as Sam, but I didn't want to bog stuff down any further.
Yeah, no worries. I will answer them as best as I can.
And Angela, I will provide you a copy of the details for your notes too, and anyone else who wants them.
And a love letter.
And
Obviously, yes,
I love
and a love letter.
And I will work on Gresreg's Birds and the Beanstalk.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.